Hey Simon, can we work on building new habits? I have a great idea for one.
Yeah, sure. What are you thinking?
Okay, so every night I watch TV, right? So that means I could do skipping during that time and watch TV.
Okay, so you're going to tie skipping into your watching TV behaviour.
Yeah, exactly. Foolproof.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan, but obviously, if it's going to work, you're going to need to do what's important for every new behaviour.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And that is...
Something about eating frogs?
No. Reflect.
Oh, reflect. Yay.
Okay, so let's assume that Demi's enthusiasm is authentic and dig into reflecting on behaviours. We need to reflect on failed and successful behaviours to allow them to continue to develop and to become habits. However, behaviours do need to be looked at from opposing sides. Number one, black and white. Did the behaviour happen? And then number two, the grey area. Are there any considerations that we should make outside of a black and white perspective? So let's take this behaviour of skipping during TV time. We need to get proper parameters as to whether we've been successful or not. So it's very clear as to whether black and white, did we do the behaviour or did we miss out? The reason is that if we're ambiguous here, it's very easy to convince ourselves that we did well enough. For instance, I did skip once this week whilst watching TV, so technically I did the behaviour.
Okay, well, I would say if I'm watching TV, I need to be skipping the whole time.
Okay, that sounds rough, but let's try it out.
Oh no.
Okay. So that didn't really work out.
Right, now we're on to something, because failing is just part of developing a behaviour. Because in reality, any behaviour is going to go through a lot of variations until it is enjoyable and fits into your life. So let's reflect. So from a black and white perspective, it was a fail. And we do need to focus from this perspective, as otherwise it's very easy to get lost in the grey area, always coming up with justifications as to why a behaviour didn't happen. Tracking black and white gives us a very clear idea on whether we're not learning and improving. Next though, we need to look at the grey area, i.e. why did you fail? In this instance, you had a justifiable reason. The behaviour that you set was just too hard. So we know from the grey area consideration that if we try to do this behaviour like this again, you're likely to fail again. So how can we adjust it?
Okay, new plan. I'll skip for a minute and then I'll rest for a minute.
Have a go.
Oh man, I totally thought that way would work.
That's the point though, is you will until you test it. Don't give up though, it is another fail from a black and white perspective, but when we look at the grey nuance again, what else can we learn? So how do we improve on it?
Okay, what I'll do is after every 20-minute episode, I'll skip during the credits and the next intro.
Go for it.
Go!
Okay, so technically it failed, but I did it every day and I did love it and it definitely got better towards the end. So is it really a fail that needs to be changed again?
Nah, I think you're good. Yeah, technically it was a fail, but in reality you're actually very close to completing this behaviour every time, so I think you just need to repeat until you get it nailed.
Okay, so I'll use black and white assessment to see whether or not I'm getting closer to the tipping point of success. And grey area to see whether anything needs to be adjusted to make that success more likely.
Exactly. We have to use both sides and to give each a similar importance. Falling too far into one just limits your ability to reflect.
God, building habits is hard.
It sure is. But remember, viewers at home, if you stick around and you keep learning from our videos the small tweaks on how to get behaviour change, eventually all of it can fall into place. Outside of that, I hope this video has been useful. Do give us a like or a share or a comment or any of that kind of interaction stuff, because it really helps, especially at these very early days where we get little interaction and we have few viewers. But for those of you that do watch all of our videos, we do really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.